Hello, now we have to Maria Jose Crespo. She is economic, and we are going to talk about the poverty in Ecuador. Uh, nice to nice to see you, Maria Jose.
Nice to see you too,
Nice
girls. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Okay.
I know
Okay, let's start.
you have a lot of experience in this topic. Uh, about your experience, what do you think about the Ecuadorian financial situation?
Okay, I think that in the last years, the government is increased social spending on social welfare and education. And that's why I think that the government has helped to Ecuadorian economy because he has focused to achieve financial stability and social welfare.
Okay, thank you, Maria Jose.
Mhm.
And the other questions, which are the factors that determine the poverty in Ecuador?
Well, the characteristics that economists measure or use to measure the poverty are health, hunger, education, housing, utilities, and violence.
Okay, thank you. About the history in Ecuador of this topic, uh, how do you define the financial situation 10 years ago compared nowadays financial situation?
Okay, I think that nowadays we are eradicating poverty due to the fact that the government is taking care of the social welfare, and in contrast, in the past years, the government did not worry about this problem, which is poverty.
Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, which is the poorest province in Ecuador? What do you think?
Mm, Well, it's difficult to tell which one is exactly the poorest province of Ecuador, but I consider that indigenous people could be like the most poor people because they don't have enough money to work their lands. Yeah, if they have money to work their lands, they can have lots of money, but sometimes they don't have enough money. So that's why I think that maybe this group of people could be the poorest.
Okay, Ecuador is a very rich in natural sources, but what about these sources? Do you think there is an equitable distribution of it? As I was saying, uh, Ecuador is a rich country in natural sources, but what about this distribution? Do you think is it this is equitable for everyone?
Well, I cannot say that the distribution is equitative, but I can say that the distribution in the country now is only favoring to the poor people. Okay, that is what the government is doing now. He's favoring only to the poor people, so it's not as equitative as we would like to be.
The
Mhm.
other question, which resource has given Ecuador to solve this problem?
Well, okay. Due to the fact that the government increased social spending, I consider that the Ecuadorian government has worked very hard in order to solve the problem of poverty, which in the past years was not so important. That is one of the resources that he is using in order to solve the problem.
As many measures that decisions that the government have done in favor to decrease the poverty is the bonus of poverty. Do you think it solved the financial problems in Ecuador?
Well, I don't think that it solves at all the problem, but it's helpful for some people. Yeah, taking into account that the things here in our country are very expensive now, the money that the government is giving to these people is not enough. Okay, so the problem is not solved at all.
Ecuador regarding the fact that the basic basket of goods is over the basic salary?
Yeah, I don't think it solves the whole problem. However, it is helpful for the poor people. Yeah.
Okay. Which is the most affect sector in the process of eradicating poverty?
Okay, I think that the medium class is the most affected because they do not have too much money as the rich class. And in any change that the government has done during these years, the medium class is the most affected because if the government increases, for instance, not enough money to pay them. On the other hand, the rich class, they are not so affected because they always have a lot of money and they can pay that. Okay, but in the medium class, it's different. They are the most affected for me.
Um, okay, thank you, Marisa. And uh, what what can we say the in fact are according to reality in the problems? As you know, they show any numbers about this percent about the poverty, but how is it real?
Well, I don't think that it is very real standard to measure or to solve any of the problems of any country, not only of Ecuador, of any country, because it's too general. So it cannot be adjusted to a specific economy, like for instance Ecuador or any other country. That is so general. So I think it is not a real standard for me.
As your profession of economic, do you think that the which do you think is a good strategy to reduce the rate of poverty in Ecuador?
Personally, I can say that the investment that the government is doing on social welfare and also in education is a good strategy to improve the financial situation of the country. Mhm.
Do you think it is important to improve our productive sector?
Well, in order to improve our productive sector, I think it is necessary to give good benefits to the workers so they feel motivated and they can work better. Only with work, I think can we can get better in our economy.
Almost.
Mhm.
Uh, Furthermore, the opportunities of jobs and the education. Do you think that this poverty is related with the culture, with the mind of the people in Ecuador?
Can you repeat the question?
Um,
I didn't listen well.
okay. Um, bueno, uh, what is the best economical measure that the government have taken during this period?
general, I think that the best thing that the government have been doing during these years is worrying about poor people. Yeah. So the best economical measure that the government has taken, for me, is worrying about the social welfare. Okay, not only of the poor people, but about the welfare, which means that everybody has to study, that everybody has food, the basic necessities are covered, or even for the poor people with the help of the government. I think so.
Why do you think that the government is really helping to the poor people?
Well, I think that the government is taking into consideration to the less favored social classes, which is of course the poor people, and he's worrying about the social welfare, and that is one of the best indicators that can tell you that we have a stable economy. Mhm.
Mm, okay. As I can see, you are in favor the measures that we are taking in our country, and okay, this is the poverty is a big problem and it is difficult to solve. And thank you, Maria Jose, for your help, for your attention.
Thank you.
Nice to meet, nice to see
Nice to
you.
meet.
Thank you, guys, girls. Nice to meet you. See you.
See
See
you.
you.